All right. Good morning. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome into the Tuesday. Today is Tuesday, right? Today's Tuesday. Today, no, Wednesday. I cut us a day short. Today's Wednesday. Hope everyone's had a good start to the week. Hope everyone's doing well. Looks like I recognize some returning names in here, which is great. But if you are returning, just please confirm with a two in the chat. That would be great. Like you have Dubb, you've been using Dubb. It doesn't necessarily mean that you've been in the trainings. Maybe this is your first time kind of popping back into the trainings, but please put a two if you have Dubb and you have been using it. Also, a one if you're new to Dubb. So if there's anyone in here that just popped in that is new to Dubb, please put a one. That would be great. Cool. Tom, let me pop over to you, Tom. How you doing, Tom? You can unmute yourself if you'd like to and say hi. If not, you can say hi in the chat. I know that we all multitask.
Hey, how are you, Rob?
Good. Nice to hear you in here, Tom.
Yeah, you bet. Good to be here finally.
So what's going on? Talk to me about your industry. Kind of bring me up to speed a little bit.
Yeah, well, we're still saving business lives with amazing, efficient bookkeeping, and so that the owners can make really great strategy decisions. And we, are finding them one at a time and working with the right clients. And excited to make some things happen with Dubb that will elevate our process.
That's awesome. Where are you kind of at in the journey, Tom? Did you jump in and get your optimization set up? You still free trialing it?
So I have that. No, I'm paid and I'm doing the optimization. I think it's tomorrow.
Oh, nice. Okay, good.
Yep.
And the team will set up your pages, the logos, all that kind
Yeah.
of cool stuff. For you, Tom, strategy wise, like, do you do a lot of outbound? Is it referrals? Are there ads? How you kind of get your people?
To be quite honest, it's all through LinkedIn.
No, nice. Okay,
Yep.
cool.
I've built our my wife has been in business with this company for 6 years. She started it and I left healthcare after 40 years to grow it. So
That's great.
I found LinkedIn to be a really great platform. I had no idea that it was a place that did other things besides hold my professional resume. So
Yeah, yeah. LinkedIn's an interesting place. It pretty much started like that, a very static kind of area, like, oh, you do this, oh, you
yeah,
do that. Now it's much more engaging, in just terms of posts and all kinds of stuff going on. Um, do you know about the LinkedIn strategy, Tom? Did you see that style that kind of we recommend and kind of the procedure for that?
I have not. No.
Okay, so what I'll do is I'll jump in and show that. So basically with LinkedIn, there's two strategies you can do, just in
Okay.
terms of a style
Uh-huh.
that I'll show you. And then the other side is the posting on LinkedIn. So I'll kind of show you how you can use Dubb for that when you do
Yep.
post about something as well.
I do have a few I have a couple of fellow professionals not in my line of work but in a mastermind that I'm in, one that really is the impetus behind me getting involved with Dubb. She is a faithful follower of the Dubb process and uses it quite a bit.
Oh, that's great. It's always good to have
Yeah.
those folks that have
Yeah.
experienced it.
Yeah. But anyway, that doesn't take away anything of what we're talking about today, though.
No, that's cool. And so what I'm going to do, Tom, I'm going to share my screen a little bit. I'm going to go through some things. I'll lead off with LinkedIn since we're talking about it right now, and then we'll kind of like re-engage with some other strategies and stuff that you can do that would be some tips for you. This recording and all these lives will be on YouTube support, so I'll drop that little link in the chat before we go.
Okay.
And
All
then
right.
we also have for everybody, and we let everyone know about this, and people do take advantage of this, which is cool. We have an email address called feedback@Dubb, and I'm
Okay.
going to drop that in the chat right now. So if you do record something as like a test and you want to send it over for some feedback, we do that.
Thank you.
Yeah. So good to talk to you, Tom.
Yep, you as well. Good to see you again, Rob.
Cool. You too. And then let's see, I saw Sue pop in. Hey, Sue, we were telling everyone to put a one in the chat if you're new to Dubb, two if you're returning. But I think you've been in here before, Sue. Your name looks familiar, but maybe not. Sometimes all the names look familiar at one point. But hi, Sue, if you can hear me okay. Looks like you're off. Hey, Sue, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I've got you. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. I put in the chat. I've had Dubb. I will be very honest that um I haven't studied all the training like I should. I
Yeah.
kind of use it haphazardly, but I'm trying to get part of a BNI group,
Mhm.
and I wanted to send them each a personal video, like via text.
Sure.
And a couple that I know better than some of the others, they said they didn't see the picture. No, we didn't get the link. And when they said they did see it, it didn't really show the video. And I know people can send it and they can see the video, like that will draw them to listen to it. Because if you just get a strange
Yeah.
text and you don't recognize the face.
Yeah.
So I was just wondering if you could show me
Yeah, I'll
in
show
time
that.
how to do
I'll
that.
do the LinkedIn thing and then I'll show you that. The difference with just with the texting, it's a little bit different than email because the phones are very protective. Like if you had texted me something and we didn't know each other like a dub video, it would only show that link image. It wouldn't show the GIF. But if I responded,
Oh,
yeah, but if I responded back, then the GIF would appear. There is a way to work around it. It's a little bit of a workaround where if you texted me a video, you can download the GIF and text it separately. So you can see the image, but it's not going to take them anywhere. So it's a little bit of a workaround, but if it's someone that isn't part of your contacts or you haven't communicated, that's just part of the protection side of it.
yeah, I just wanted to stand out like, hey, follow up and, you
Yeah,
know,
you could do something where when you send it, you could edit the message to say, have a video for you or something like that. You know, it's almost like an opt-in. They're like, and if they respond, then they'll get that. It'll automatically show anyway. But you could just download the GIF and send the GIF with the message. So at least give them an idea of what that would kind of look like.
all right, cool. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah, you're welcome. And I'll show you how to do that in a second. Um, cool. All right, everybody. Well, just throw some questions in the chat if you'd like to along the way. I'm going to pop into some specific stuff here, and then we'll get moving. All right, let me share my screen, and let's begin with good old LinkedIn. Okay. So LinkedIn, the recommended strategy for LinkedIn would be the following. So if I wanted to reach out to Ruben here, there's a couple things you can do with LinkedIn. So we'll start with the first one where we're going to use the Chrome extension, which is right up here at the top. Once you have it pinned, you can, Google Dubb Chrome extension. It's like a three-step process to get it up here and pinned. And when you have it up here, you're going to click here and it's going to open up and it's going to physically put you on the page. So this can be with any website. This doesn't have to be LinkedIn. It can be any browser that you want to share a website and you want to walk someone through something. But for this example, it's LinkedIn. You have the ability to change shapes in here. So if I was on a different site and it was more angular, maybe I'd do something like this or something like this. But in this case with LinkedIn, I'm going to go circle because I'm going to match the physical feel of the page here. I also can grab the sides like this and make my size bigger. I don't want to cover everything because there's not really a point to doing that. I might as well just go webcam if I'm going to do that. So I'm going to go about here, and the last part is placement. Where do you want to put yourself on the page? It's interesting. So this would be right here. I can zoom myself in like this if I want a tighter frame. I can also back myself up if I want to. I can physically move myself around inside the bubble here. I also have the ability to jump to full screen to make a point and to jump back to the page. I can over here to the right, hit my little drop down here, and I can turn my webcam off. But this is only really good for if you really know someone, you have some communication back and forth, there's some kind of relationship, so you can set an audio walkthrough. For an initial meeting, obviously you can't beat this. You can technically also use your profile picture if you want to do that. But when you do have this here, you do have an option for a virtual background as well. So if you click virtual background right over here, you can add something behind you if you want to do that. Now you also have on here a teleprompter option. So if you do want to read from a teleprompter, just search for your script like this, and then you can choose the speed between 1 and 10. You can hit the play button, see if you like the speed. You can back your text off. You can zoom it in. You also have the ability to physically make this a little skinnier so your eyeballs aren't going back and forth. And then you can move this wherever you want to. So in the case, it's going to be obviously closest to the camera. Now, the thing with the Chrome extension in general is because it's browser based and it's trapped inside the browser, you don't want to go full screen on your browser because it's going to hide this teleprompter tab and you won't be able to get to it. So if you do want to use a teleprompter, go on the tab option here. Tab means it's just a nice clean cut of this page. It's not going to show any of the open tabs I have at the top. Hit record and then tap this and bring it forward and it will start rolling if you want to be able to do that. You also have other options like camera that opens up like a webcam and screen, which will get your entire computer screen. The only thing with screen option is you just want to make sure your tabs are clean. So if you're bouncing around to tabs, that's totally fine. The bubble will pop onto the other tab, but you wouldn't be able to use a teleprompter because it'll show in the recording because it's getting your entire screen. If you ever want to get your entire screen and not have a teleprompter show, the desktop app is pretty amazing for that, which we'll talk about in a minute. But for this on LinkedIn, here's what you do. So you have your tab option, you have teleprompter if you need it. I'm going to hit record right now, and then I'm going to choose my tab. There it is right here. I'm going to click share, And then I'm going to get my 3, 2, 1 countdown. It will be like this. Hey, Ruben, this is Rob. I saw your profile here on LinkedIn. I wanted to reach out because I noticed something very specific that I wanted to share with you. So anyway, whatever the first message is, you do your wave, your point, that's the animated GIF. So whenever you record a dub video, the first 3 seconds, no matter what you're doing, is going to be what's going to be shown as a preview. Technically, with editing, you can take a different part of the video in editing if you want a different thing to show in the beginning. But for efficiency purposes, a nice little wave or a point, little knock on the bubble, something fun, that's going to be the repeating motion. Now, once you say your hello, is like, hey, this is Rob, blah, 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 jump to full screen. Go to the bottom to the control bar, click expand webcam, and it takes you here. Take control of the screen, have the message that you want to say, and then click it again down at the bottom to go back to the page. You also can technically hover over this, double click to go back. But it's a nice break in the visuals when you want to make your point and go back to the page. You can also technically do a little moving here, talking as you're going, maybe things that you want to point out. You can hit the pause button right down here at the bottom if you want to stop your recording. Maybe you're a little more regimented. You want to do your opening and then say, okay, where do I want to put myself next? And then click resume. You also have the annotation tool right here. So when you do this, you can point some things out. You can do some text on screen if you want to. You can do some numbering, put things in order of importance, circle, underline, whatever you'd like. And then all of these annotations that you're using are going to stay sticky. So if you continue down the page and you want to keep talking, they're not going to follow you. You also can delete them by hitting the trash can. So any kind of LinkedIn outreach like this, website, anything on top where you want to walk someone through something, this is a nice way to do it. Now, what we're going to do is to save this video, we're going to hit the check mark right down here at the bottom. And when we do that, it's going to save it into the Dubb platform. When it is saved into the platform, you're going to see a video edit page within here, which has some options, which we're going to come back to in a little bit. But if this video that I just recorded, if I want to share this with Ruben on LinkedIn, then I definitely want to be connected with him first. If I try to send a Dubb video with a connection request, it's only going to be a link. You won't get that nice animated video GIF preview, which is really what you want. So it seems like most people connect, whether it's a third-party expandee connector that you use or one-to-one or whatever it is, short little message. People usually connect typically. Then you're going to click the message button down here. And then there's a little Dubb button right here, which is an integration we have with LinkedIn. And if you click it here, it's going to open up the Chrome, which we just used. And you'll notice I'm scrolling through my video library down to the bottom right. So I just find the video that I want, click Insert, drops it right in, and then you just highlight right here. You can change the text to something personal if you want to. And then you click Send, and then Ruben's going to get a nice animated video GIF preview, and it shows you on his page right there, very specific. And that works obviously way better than just the text-based stuff. Now that's with the Chrome extension, our screen recorder that's browser-based. Now we have a desktop app that does a lot of stuff for screen recording, and you could get even more specific if you wanted to. And this doesn't have to be just with LinkedIn. This could be any website. I could be over here doing a market update, and I was like, you know what? I want to point something out. Like, what's the most important takeaway on this page if I was going to kind of hammer it home, right? So, and if I was on LinkedIn, maybe there's something like maybe I want to emphasize his book, right? Or there's something on here. So I'm going to show you what the desktop can do. The desktop recording app is right here at the top. You can Google Dubb Desktop App, download it for Mac or PC. And when you click here, it's either on top at the Mac, I think it's on the bottom for PC. And then you'll click View Quick Menu. So it gives you some options here. And I'm going to show you, this is pretty neat. You can go record screen. So let's click this right here. And I'll show you just a quick difference between Chrome and what we looked at, what we're looking at right now for the desktop app. So I'm going to click record screen, and it's going to give me some options. I'm going to open my bubble. There I am. Same kind of functions we all just saw that I was just using. You can change your shape, background, all that good stuff. But I can get really creative here with the desktop app. So what I can do is see this little drop down right here, and it says custom. I have some options in terms of the border of what I'm recording. If this was like, if this had a red slash through it, oh, you know what? Guys, hold on. I just realized something pretty funny. You guys can't see anything on my screen. So hold on, let's start over. All right, record screen, desktop app, take two. I was just using the desktop app yesterday. See this little drop down? It says display controls and recording. That was off, so you probably couldn't see anything that I was talking about. So now that you can see it, here's the desktop app. Here I am right here. This little red slash here at the top, that means if I hit record, I'm getting my whole computer screen. But if I get rid of this red slash, now I have a drop down of choices. So I can go landscape for YouTube for the border of what I'm recording. I can go 9 by 16 like this in a vertical social format if I want to do vertical. But in this case right here, what I'm going to use is I'm going to use custom. Now, custom means I can crop around anything I want to crop around. So if I want to get really specific, I could do something like this. I could come in here like this, and this could be my animated GIF. I could do something fun like this. I could hit record and go like this. Hey, Ruben, this is Rob. I saw you wrote this book, Click Record. I can't wait to talk to you about it. In fact, I had a favorite passage from it. I want to talk about that right now. Hit the save button at the top, and now that animated GIF is even more specific than the one just on the profile. So you can get very creative with the Dubb Desktop app for cropping around things that you want to crop around. Because if you look at this, this is pretty interesting. Okay, I'm obviously going to be talking about the book, but I could also be on top of the profile. So Chrome extension browser recorder you saw initially, that's great. Opens right up. You're on the page, right on the tab. Desktop app, you can record in clips like you see right here. I can continue doing clips and then put the story together by combining the clips at the end. So desktop app is really neat. Cropping, recording in clips, getting very specific if you want to do this. So that's a really neat option. Now you can also do this if you wanted to. Let's just say you have a group of people on LinkedIn, a higher tier of leads that you want to send individual videos for. That's great. We can do just what we just did, right on their page, making a video directly to them, saying their name. If you have a second group of people you want to reach out into LinkedIn, maybe a different tier, where you want to record one video and have it put on the different pages, you can do that. And that saves a lot of time as well. So you can use what's called Dubb Narrator, which is right here, right here. So what this gives you the ability to do is play a pre-recorded video inside of the bubble and place it wherever you want to. So if there was a tier of folks that you're reaching out to on LinkedIn where they were in a certain industry or a certain part of your outreach in your industry, you could make it sound like you're speaking right to them without saying their name. And then an admin on your Dubb account or even yourself could just pull up different LinkedIn profiles. You already have the video recorded and just put it on top of whatever you want to put it on top of. So let's pretend that I recorded a video before to all CEOs, right? Then I can click narrator video, takes me right inside my video library, inside of Dubb. I put in narrator, and let's just pretend, let's grab this one right here. Let's pretend I'm saying hi to Ruben in this video, but I'm not using his name. It's a message for all CEOs, right? So what I would do is just crop around the page, just like we did before. Just crop around, get creative. In this case, I'm just going to go just like this. I'm going to hit record. And now just imagine I'm saying, I know you're a CEO, blah, blah, blah. Welcome into this video about how to use Kyra, your AI-powered video coach. Hit save. And now you have a pre-recorded video that you've already recorded inside the bubble, and you can put it on top of anything, any profile, anything you want. So those are really kind of the options for LinkedIn that are pretty neat because you can either be very, very specific in terms of saying the person's name, or you can record something previously with Dubb Narrator and just put it on top of anything you want to. So it's really neat in terms of those kinds of options. Now, as far as sending, like we talked about text sending, like Sue brought up before about sending a video with Dubb by SMS. So I'm going to share my screen now. I'm going to show you the Dubb Mobile App. So the Dubb Mobile App, if you're going to share a video, this is what this would look like. Let me share here. And the mobile app's really good. It's got really great, cameras on the mobile app. You can do landscape, you can do, vertical, all kinds of options. You can do portrait or landscape. But in terms of sharing a video from the mobile app for SMS, this is what this would look like. So if I have my mobile app here, Android or iPhone, you'll notice right here in the middle, these are the videos, right? So if I wanted to share, let's just say this video right here. I would click the share video blue button right in the middle, and I would do copy for email or copy for SMS. If I click copy for SMS, see how it's copied to the clipboard down at the bottom? Then I would just paste it into my text sender to someone. But like I said, if it's someone new, you never communicated with them before, you can do a little workaround where you can also text the GIF. So if I click the three dot menu to the right below the video here, click this here, see where it says download GIF? It's the one, two, three, fourth one down from the top, download GIF. If you click that, it downloads the GIF to your camera roll. And then technically you could text the video and then follow up text with the animated GIF. so they'd be able to see that. So that's an option for you on that in terms of a workaround. Now, as far as recording, if you're on the mobile app has a lot of really cool options. So you can hit the blue button down at the bottom. That's going to open up your camera. And when it opens up your camera, you've got some neat options. So initially, it's going to be defaulted for a minute when you hit record. But I always slide mine over to 10 just to, you can't go beyond 10 minutes on the mobile app and it's not going to cut me off. So when I hit record here, I'm going to tap the circle at the bottom and now I'm recording. You can see the timer here and the timer at the bottom. I'm going to tap it again and there is the clip that I've just recorded. So just like we just saw with the desktop app that we were using, the mobile app is a clip recorder as well. So this clip has been automatically downloaded to my phone. So I have it in case I need it. I'm going to click it again one more time. Now I'm recording again. Again, timer here. Each clip has to be at least 2 seconds. There's my second clip. And I can physically change the order here. So I can grab my finger, hold one, and I can slide it to the left or the right. So I don't have to record chronologically. It's nice freedom that you have with that. I also can tap a clip individually if I want to. If I tap it, I can delete, I can trim, and if I select edit, I have the ability to add royalty-free music. We have a whole library. You can add voiceover if you want to. You can do text right on the screen. You can even speed up the action right within each clip. You also can flip your camera around and record what's in front of you. You can use countdown timers, which is really good right here. So click this one, you can do 3 seconds or 10 seconds. 3 seconds works pretty good because it kind of matches everywhere else in Dubb. 3, 2, 1, and you're ready to go. If you have like a wireless mic or you're further away, 10-second countdown probably works pretty good. You also can use your teleprompter right in here. So this teleprompter is really good. If you tap here, you can find your script right up here at the top. Find the script that you want to do. Here's our script. Here's your speed between 1 and 10. You can hit the play button, see if you like the speed. You can click the edit button right here if you want to make any changes on the fly. And that happens sometimes when you're doing a script. You write it, but then you read it and then you hear it out loud and you might want to make some changes. Now, when you are recording, obviously eyes are at the top towards the camera. You also can turn it landscape to do the same thing. But if you're finding that your eyes are drifting down towards the bottom, even increase the speed so you're meeting the words up here near the eye line, or you can move your guardrails up like this. See, there's nothing to see down here. You got to keep your eyes at the top. So that's a nice kind of way to kind of make that steady at the top if you're having an issue with that. Now, we also have a gear icon right over here to the left. Now, if you have iPhone, this is going to be an option for you. If you have Android, it should be within the days or hours. It's very soon that we're going to have this option for Android. But if you select this here, the gear icon, you can select auto track, and now it's voice recognition. So when I hit record here, it's going to be like this. Welcome into this video about how to use Kyra, your AI-powered video coach that will give you immediate and non-biased feedback on the videos that you have recorded. So you can go at your own pace and move it like that. And that's an option right here. And then to close the teleprompter, just tap the X to the top right and it closes. Now, if you recorded a video, let's say outside of the Dubb mobile app, you recorded it on your phone, but you want to drop that video down into here. You can go to the folder icon here. It will take you to your photo video area. Select the video that you want, click add clips, and it will drop it right into here. And then you can move it wherever you want to move it to. If you want to physically record what's on your screen, it's this button. If you want to use filters, so this is more fun. You can do skin smoothing, black and white. You can do different color effects, whatever you kind of want to do there. Again, it's more on the fun end of things. This one right here is picture in picture, like we saw in the beginning. Picture in picture will use both cameras on the phone, so you can show what's in front of you and narrate your way through it. Obviously, property walkthroughs for real estate are great for this, but any industry where you want to like show what's in front of you, maybe something on your computer in a different way and creatively, you're able to do that. So when you hit picture in picture, this is what this would look like. You hit record here, and now you're seeing what's in front of me. I'm on the screen. I can make myself bigger. I can make myself smaller. I can zoom in, zoom back. A lot of really neat options to be able to combine kind of both the worlds there. And then the last one down here is virtual background. So like, if you want something behind you, like someone's profile, property and real estate, contract, screenshot, article you want to share, screen grab those things on your phone, go here, and then just go to your photo video area, select the photo you want, and just put it behind you. And you're able to do that. And then at the end here, when you're ready to combine all of these clips into that one video, All you have to do is tap this button to the top right. That's going to merge everything together. And on your phone, you're going to have a finished video that you just recorded. You also can upload it with the blue button right here that will upload it directly into the platform. And you can even add in burned in subtitles at this point as well. So there's a lot of different options here with the mobile app. Very cool in terms of just the flexibility that it has in terms of doing that. Let me just stop here real quick. Sue, I saw you had your hand up. Go ahead.
Yeah, I just had a couple questions. Can you add your own music to the video?
It's a little bit of a kind of a workaround. What you would do is instead of using the video library, you record your clip and then you click the voiceover button, pull up on your computer the music you want to add, and then you kind of do a little voiceover thing where you let it play.
Okay, well, that's a workaround.
Yeah.
And then I have this because I'm in real estate, and so sometimes I take video of the home if
Mhm.
they're remote buyer,
Sure.
and it feels like if I turn the phone landscape,
Mhm.
I feel like after the video finishes, it wants to flip and be vertical.
Like you record in landscape, but then it shows like this way and it looks skinnier. It's not filling out the rest of it.
Yeah. I don't know if I'm just doing something wrong or it sounds like it shouldn't matter whether you want to do vertical or horizontal. Is that correct?
Yeah, let me I'll do a little test here. We record this all the time, but let me do this. Let me go landscape for me. I'm gonna hit record. Here we go. All right, test video here, test video. We're doing landscape. Here we go. Save it. Now let me save this into Dubb. All right, test video here. And let's see what this looks like.
Did you just do the video from the phone or did you record it through Dub?
On the app, the mobile app, Dubb Mobile App.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, because that's what I was doing. I have uploaded when I've just done the straight phone and then uploaded to Dub. And
Yeah,
that
yeah.
works good.
No, that's cool. Yeah, let me see. Let me share my screen again. I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, let me share here. Okay, so let's see. All right, so I saved it into the platform. So it's the first video here. See the one where I'm waving? That one?
Yep.
That's landscape.
Yeah.
So click this here. That's what it would look like. So if I just like, as an example, copy for email, paste it. There you go. Should be landscape like that.
Okay. Well, then I'll just have to play with it. I haven't done a lot. And could you just show real quick how you got the closed caption on the app?
Uh,
I didn't.
oh yeah, you mean like the burned in subtitles or just captions like when you record and stuff? Because you can do
Both.
both. Yeah, I'll show
Both.
you. So if you have this here, right? So if we go, let me go, let's see if it's not an option here. Yeah, let me just hit record really quick and I'll show you. So record, here we go. All right, so let's talk about the Dubb live training today. Live training is great because it's a group training, which means people ask questions, you can learn a lot, and it's a lot of fun to sit through. Typically, it's about an hour from 10 to 11. Sometimes we go a little longer, sometimes we go a little less. Bottom line is, Dubb is great to learn about. All right, so there we go. I'm saying a bunch of stuff. So you can do it per clip or at the end. So let's just say I have it right here, right? I click on this clip and see where it says edit right here. I can click
Yeah.
that and see the little, looks like a little keyboard to the bottom right, down the
Yep.
bottom there. You can tap that there and it's extracting the audio. Let me tap it again. Hold on one second. It should upload the audio and then you should see a different screen. Please pause for the next 5 hours. No. No. So there we
Oh,
go. So what you can do here,
excellent.
yeah, so you can tap in here and make any like spelling changes if there's any mistakes. You can change like colors, background, text size, like, different kind of right, left, all kinds of different options here. You can also do it at the end. So, and you can physically move this, wherever you want to move them to, like that.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
so you either do it per clip or you can do it at the end where it'll show you all the clips and you can do it one at a time and then just hit the save button. That's controlling the burned in subtitles. Then you have a copy with the burned in subtitles on your phone when you save it at the end. If you want to do just the captions, right? If you want to kind of control that, this is what this would look like. So let me show you inside the platform. So when you have a video that you've saved in here, let me share my screen here. Okay, so here's that video we recorded earlier. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
So when you record a video, you save it into Dubb. In here, see the details tab right down here?
Yeah.
If you select that there and go down to advanced options and see where it says display captions. See that right here?
Right.
That's on.
Okay.
When I record it, if you don't want it, just uncheck it. And then it'll
Okay.
save it. It won't have that. So it's totally up to you.
All right. Thanks. I was struggling, so I appreciate that.
Yeah, no, of course, of course. And then just in general, I just want to make this kind of general statement here when you guys are thinking about this, which is always something I think, I don't know, pretty important. All these different videos that you make, just I always think it's a good idea to really focus on what are they really seeing, you know? Like if we take this one here recorded with the webcam, Dubb Mobile App has has the little whiteboard function on it. What is the message? What is the question? What is the statement that's really going to give someone a little bit of context when they see this? I mean, obviously the name works really well. It always has for one-to-one. But for one-to-many, or if a conversation you have with a one-to-one person, what's kind of the reason you're reaching back out? Is it an update? Is it a change in something? Is it a question you have for them? So really, I would really think about what does this say right here? Also, like if you use the virtual background, what's behind you? Is it a property in real estate that someone was interested in? Is it a website? Is it a company, screenshot that you have? Because maybe it's a property address in real estate. Maybe it's physically the property behind you. Or again, a company website if you're not in real estate, article you want to share. It's really about thinking, what does this person really see when it happens? Because once they see this, the second part is, what's on your landing page once they click on it? And this is a big part of the setup we talk about with the optimization when you're on a paid plan with Dubb. Because you'll have your video here, you have your logo at the top, the video you created, whether it's one-to-one or one-to-many. Make sure you have a nice playlist video that plays after it, a minute or less. What do you do? It's kind of like your pitch video. And that way you can focus on the individual or the group of individuals that you're talking to and really focus on that messaging and not have to repeat yourself all the time. And then if you have any video testimonials, definitely have them in here, upload them and have them right here at the end. If you don't have video testimonials, a really great way to get them is to use reply with video right down here. So if you want to get one, have that button below the video. Hey, Darius, it's Rob. Listen, thanks so much for using Dubb. Would love to get a video testimonial from you. It's not complicated, really easy. You don't have to download anything. Just hit reply with video below and let me know, what do you think about the platform? Or whatever questions you'd ask. Then they send the video back to you. You get a little notification in your video library says you got a video reply, and then you make it part of the story right here. And that works really well. And then just give some thought to your call to action buttons below. What do you want someone to do when they're done watching? Sometimes people just have one button because they want them to do that one thing. I wouldn't have too many buttons. You don't want to get the whole, paralysis by analysis. But definitely, if you have multiples, have an order of importance from left to right. So you want that first thing you want them to do. And it could be booking a time, it could be visiting your website, downloading a document, a listing agreement, a contract, filling out a form. So just think about what you want them to do. The other side of it is also having the AI assistant over here called Sia. Now, you don't have to have this on here if you don't want to. It's just a little switch inside of Dubb if you don't want it on the page. However, if you do, we found some real value in having it because when you send someone a video, maybe they're thinking about the next step, but maybe they have questions. Maybe you can have up to 20 FAQs over here if you want to. You can ask the AI a question. And when you do ask the question, Sia is going to give an answer, but when Sia gives the answer, it's going to push for something at the end. So if your is, hey, I want you to book a time with me, it's going to push for that. If it's check out my website, it's going to push for that. So whatever is happening within your buttons over here that you want that to be the end result, Sia will give the answer and then again say something at the end in terms of pushing. Now, Sia can also collect email, phone, and name. Those are just little buttons inside of Dubb you can turn on or off. You also can educate Sia with website links. And we have a training on this where you can take different pages of your website, give the resource links inside of Dubb to Sia. It can physically learn what's in text on those pages. And you can also upload a PDF with anything that you want. So you can do one or the other or both. And that will really educate your AI assistant either on everything that you do, or you can have separate AIs created that know different things about different parts of your audience. So again, if I was in real estate and I had buyers and sellers, and I have different landing pages for both, my landing pages, I have my buyer AI assistant, and I have my seller AI assistant. If I was in recruiting, I have my employer AI assistant, I have my candidate AI assistant. Or again, you could have one all-knowing AI that can answer pretty much any question. But it is nice kind of having that, specificity in terms of what they can answer. Now, another really cool thing about this over here, SIA, over here to the right, is that SIA doesn't always have to just be on a landing page. So with inside Dubb, what you can do is you can come right over here to the dashboard and under assets, see where it says sales assistants right here. You can click on this and we have multiple AI assistants we created for different things. So again, think about your audience, different parts of your audience, create an AI assistant that speaks directly to them. And then what you can do is select this button right here, which is an external link. So if you click it here, just copy this and you can send it to anyone. So this opens up like ChatGPT. They can answer questions, ask, FAQs, whatever they want. So copy this, drop it into an email, and then you could send it to someone you're in communication with. You could say, hey, listen, here's my AI assistant, can answer any questions that you have about that property, about that, coaching session, whatever it was. They click here, opens up again, and they can immediately start communicating. So this is a really neat way to either share a Dubb website or something they can open up with an AI assistant where they can immediately chat. Because if you're doing any kind of social posts, whether it's on LinkedIn, whether it's on Facebook, Instagram, wherever it is, when you do these, if we take this one right here as an example, you always want to have a pinned comment below. And that's typically a Dubb link, which usually will take them to a page like we saw here. Hey, thanks for seeing the social video. You can do some options. But if you want to, you can have this link be that AI link and take them right to something that opens up just like this, like ChatGPT. So it's really a choice of, do I want to send someone to a Dubb landing page where they can see more videos and take an action? Awesome. Or do I want to send them to a page where they can get more information and do the same thing, book a time, but it opens up like this? So it's really just food for thought in terms of which one you want to have down below here. But any social post that you do with Dubb, just follow the process. Most platforms like the MP4 version of the video, the raw video, upload that into the platform. Make sure you're saying at the end of the video, click below to learn blah, 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 right? Make it a minute or less, and then have them learn. The other thing is, when you're thinking about videos in Dubb, when you save a video into the Dubb platform, like if we take this one right here, you're always going to have an MP4 version that you can download. It's always right up here at the top. And also, any video that you have in here, you can edit. You can come right down here, slide this wherever you want to. You can chop whatever part you want with the split clip. You can bring it again to a second cut point. I know this video is a little shorter. And then you got three pieces. Which one do you want to cut out? Grab this one. It's highlighted in orange. Hit the trash can. It's gone. And if you want to bring these back, just click the undo button and you're right back to the beginning. And if you ever chop something up where it's too much and you don't want to keep hitting undo, don't hit the save button down here. Just go to the top, download the MP4, click replace video, and then click save. And you're totally fine. And again, you'll have analytics here. Inside of the platform, you're going to know, hey, who's clicking on the buttons, who's opening the emails, who's watching the videos. You have that ability. You also have an AI coach right in here that's going to analyze your video. All you have to do is click generate, and it will give feedback on your visuals and the actual content and analysis delivery right down here at the bottom. So unbiased stuff right away as soon as you record. Now, when you record the video and you get it on a landing page, you just want to be able to send this thing. So when you're going to send it, a simple send is open up a compose. You definitely want to have a little template saved. This is kind of nice and convenient. You want to have the word video when you send these things out in the subject line. It's not very, you don't see that very often still. Little description in terms of why they should watch the video. And then to drop the video in, you can do it in a couple ways. One is with the little Dubb extension right down here. In Gmail, it's here at the bottom. In Outlook, it's off to the right in add-ins. But when you select this, and this is here because you have the Chrome extension up here at the top. So when you select this here, it's going to open up. You're going to scroll through your video library. It's like, okay, what video do I want to send? Where is it? Oh, I'm going to send this one right here. Click Advanced Options, put the email in of the person I'm sending it to get that advanced tracking. I can add a little personalization text, and I can click Insert Video, and it drops it right in just like this. I can also do this inside the Dubb platform. So whenever you have a Dubb video, you just select the video you want. There's always a big blue share and send button right here. And when you click this here, again, put the email in for tracking, little personalization text you can put in here if you want to, copy for email, and then just copy and paste. And it drops in just like that. And you're able to do that. Now, inside the platform, if you do have CRMs that you really like, maybe like a HubSpot or a Go High Level or Follow Up Boss or, third-party centers like a MailChimp or something, we have integrations with a lot of these companies. So if you do have your workflows that you like, you can just drop videos into those workflows. If you want to use Dubb as a CRM, you absolutely can. You can come over here, upload your contacts with a CSV file, do task deals and tags. You also can do campaigns. So if you want to get bulk sending, you absolutely can do that. We have a whole training on that right here when you click on it. But just from a high level overview, what you can do is you end up going in here, you give the campaign a title, you choose your Outlook, you use in Gmail, Outlook, SendGrid, whatever you're using, give it a name. Hey, first name tokens are right here. So all you have to do is include your list, right? And I'll take the names from those folks, put them in there. Choose your video from your video library. You want to add it in here and then hit save and continue. And then you end up going forward and you're able to kind of do these things where I'll pull up an example here. Whereas if you're jumping in, you have the ability to walk through and build these campaigns out. So you can have the video. You don't have to have a video in if you don't want to, but you can have a video, different messaging, and you do these bulk sends when you send. So it's a lot of fun in terms of being able to do that. Okay, so let me jump back in here. Let me see. I think, let's see. Hold on. Let's jump over here. Okay, Kyan, I saw your message in there. That's going to be on the later today. The recording will be up on YouTube. Tom, let's see. I have to jump. Look forward to the rest. Oh, awesome. Oh, that was good. Tom came in. Let's see. The music part we already answered. Mel, thank you very much. That was very kind of you. Let's see. Kind, your dad had a question about how many attachments can I add in a Dubb email coming out of Dubb.com. I'm going to email campaigns yesterday. I'll have to get back to you on that one, Kyan, in terms of attachments. I'm not sure as far as an attachment. We'll see. I'll ask about that. Meg, I am using a full Word file, then editing my delays. This was very helpful. Okay, great. Let's see. How do you get the keyboard? So, Meg, let me just pop over to you for real quick, just for a little bit of clarity on that one. You had mentioned I'm using a full Word file, then editing out my delays. Okay, go ahead, Meg. Just your question on that one.
Well, what I'm doing is taking my Word file and laying it over because uh, it's probably about 500 words,
Mhm.
and rather than dump it into your script, I I need to cover. I need to make sure I'm speaking and continuing to speak. I'm doing a lot better than I was when I was sick. Um, but I find this at least gets it through, but it doesn't roll like you do. So your script rolling is a really good way to start.
Oh, you mean with the teleprompter moving up?
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah.
No, it's definitely I think the key with that is whenever you use the teleprompters, whether it's webcam, mobile, Chrome, desktop, whatever it is, I think the key is about arm's length distance from the
Yes.
camera. And then just the speed. I think the speed is a big thing because with the website recorder, it's only scroll right now. We might add auto track to it, but with the desktop app, you do have voice recognition and the mobile app has voice recognition. So
Mhm.
I would just play with both and see which one you're more comfortable with. But if you are recording from the webcam, I always find that in terms of the speed, if I was using a scroll, I'm going
Mhm.
to keep my eyes at the top. But I find that depending on the mood of your video, if it's something you're really excited about, the speed's a little
Mhm.
quicker probably. If it's something you're explaining something, you're probably taking a little less of a tick of
Making it
speed. Okay.
slower.
So I would go a little slower. And sometimes the slow speed gives you a ability to kind of have a thought for a second. I know it sounds kind of weird, but you could be reading what's there and you might add something in. And sometimes it's a little dangerous to jump off the trail of knowing what you're doing, because you might have something cool, but you might be like, oh, wait, that didn't even make sense. So it's really deciding what flow, what is the content saying, what's the mood of the content, if that makes sense.
Yeah. I love you guys. I think that what you've done, and you've helped me so much and been patient with me when things were not going so well.
No.
I Uh, I have a question.
Yeah.
I'm working with a new platform. It's called All-in-One Marketing.
Mhm.
Have you, can, can I take your videos and put them on that, in those emails?
I'm sure you probably can. I'll ask Darius if he's heard all-in-one marketing. He probably has, but I'm sure you probably would have that same ability to open up a video and copy and paste, like a universal copy and paste. So if
Yeah.
you had as an example, let me just show you this. Like if you had that site pulled up, let me just share my screen. If you had that site pulled up and you went to the Chrome extension, right up
Uh-huh.
here, pretend like you're in all-in-one marketing here and you just want to drop something in, you
Yeah.
can select this here, go find your video right here, right? And then
Yes.
universal copy and collate, boom, and then drop it in. I would think
Okay.
that would work pretty good. You could always test it where you could do one, send it over to support at Dubb, and we could see what it looks like on our side, and you can see if the tracking is there and all that good stuff.
Thank you. Mwah.
Yeah, of
I
course.
think you
Nice and
guys are
kind words,
great.
Meg. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
So anyway, before we go, just a heads up, this is going to be the link. Let me just drop this in the chat here. Um, if you want to check out this recording, should be by the end of the day today. If not, it will definitely be there by tomorrow morning. That's going to be the recording of the video. All of these recordings are on there. So typically what people do for learning is they go back to the point where they want to know about that, and they'll go right back to that spot. Oh, this is the LinkedIn thing. Oh, this is the email thing. Oh, this is about presets. This is about that strategy. And then they'll open up their phone or they'll do a two-screen thing where, okay, this is about the desktop app. I'm going to open the desktop app. I'm going to pause and go through this. So we have a lot of options on there as well. Um, Big reminder to everyone too, if you aren't a Dubb partner, please consider doing it because it's a good recurring commission income that you can earn. Like right here inside the Dubb dashboard over to the right, it says be a partner. So if you all you have to do is click apply now. It creates this little referral link for you. And all you have to do is share that link, and it's going to give you a 30% recurring commission, an additional 10% on top of that if someone else comes in and buys. So it's a nice way to really kind of share what's happening with Dubb, and we want to fully support you in that. So it's a nice way to kind of do that. Alvaro, hey, Alvaro, I'm going to click over to you. How are you? Hope you're doing well.
Good, Rob. How about yourself?
Good. What's happening?
Uh, question about the different AI assistants that you mentioned. Um, can you have one in Spanish?
I believe you can. I'll confirm that though, but I think you can change the languages like you can with the other stuff. I'll confirm though, and I'll shoot you an email back. But I think you can though. I'm almost positive you can. But
Okay.
I'm like
All right.
99.999, but hey, you never know about that 0.0%. So check. Yeah. So
And finally, I never heard back from you since our last time our chat about that issue with
oh,
the
I remember. Yeah,
publication.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I'll forward you the last one because I know I had emailed you. I think Ina might have as well. I know we talked about Darius all internally. Let me go back and look in the email when we get out of here, and I'll forward you back whatever the last one was. So I know we sent something, but let me re-forward that to you, and then we can kind of re-engage with. I'll have Ina and Darius copied on it as well.
Okay,
Yeah,
sounds good. Appreciate
yeah,
it.
yeah. Of course, always good to hear your voice, my friend. Uh,
Mhm.
Well,
Thanks.
everyone, thank you so much for today. We really appreciate it. Again, this will be on YouTube towards the end of the day or in the morning, and look forward to seeing everyone coming back for more for the rest of the week. So, thanks a lot, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow.